In today's culture, people can't help but praise rappers like Kanye and Lupe who are confident while also being kind. There are a great number of more rappers available who are similar to this one. Who, however, wants to know a list of the most popular rappers in the game when there are so many jackasses who need to be talked about? Before starting the video, please like this video, do subscribe, and turn on the notification to our channel for future updates. In this video, we are going to talk about 10 worst rappers of all time. 10. Soulja Boy. Anyone who raps as if he has Down syndrome and uses the phrase "you" as the chorus of his songs is likely to find themselves on the shit lists of a lot of different individuals. It's just one of those things that happen. This MC is from Atlanta, and his voice sounds like it was captured while he was in his early teens. He is barely old enough to have facial hair at this point in his life. Everyone seems to believe that he is lacking in competence, despite the fact that he has previously reached platinum-level sales as an artist via ringtones rather than albums. To his credit, he did create a dance that is more popular than the moonwalk. However, between his wacky sunglasses and songs with titles like Booty Meat and Pass It to Arab, it is difficult to imagine that he will amount to much more than a two-hit wonder. To his credit, he did create a dance that is more popular than the moonwalk. 9. Paul Wall. The number of barbecues has skyrocketed to an absurdly high degree. There is no doubt that people in the South have a strong respect for teeth that sparkle, but Wall's diamond-encrusted smile takes this appreciation to an extreme that goes beyond the bounds of what is acceptable. It makes no difference to us if you call it reverse racism, platinum grills simply do not look nice on white men. His rhymes about candy-coated slabs are becoming less creative, and the novelty of hearing a white person chopping and screwing recordings has already worn off. His rhymes about candy-coated slabs are becoming less original. His lyrics about sugar-coated slabs are starting to seem repetitive and uninspired. Kid Rock has shifted its focus to country-fried rock and roll, and white males who want to stay relevant in the hip-hop scene need to keep it moving. 8. Cameron. Cameron Giles of Harlem is one of the rare rappers in the history of the genre who has been able to successfully lose popularity with the ghetto to the same amount as other rappers. Throughout his career, he has demonstrated a propensity for wackiness, and he is more talented at making interesting drama than decent music. However, he does produce some decent songs. When Cameron was shot last year, he wanted the world to be proud of him for not snitching on the person who shot him, despite the fact that he had come out on the losing end of his beef with Jay-Z and 50 Cent. 7. Nelly. The lyrics that this guy raps about using women as objects are so offensively sexist that even other rappers felt forced to call him out on it. KRS-One cannot stand him, and as a result of female student groups who disrupt his gigs, he is barred from performing in a number of educational institutions in the United States. Take into account the following. To this day, one of the lines that can be heard in the lyrics of his most well-known song is "Drop down and get your eagle on, girl." The fact that he tried to steal my Adidas from Run DMC and change it to Air Force Ones only served to further reaffirm the idea that he is an ass clown who ought to be forever banned from creating music. If that wasn't bad enough, he also tried to make Air Force Ones out of Run DMC song My Adidas, but he failed miserably. 6. Fergie. It wasn't that long ago that Ms. Fergalicious was pimping hip-hop with the Black Eyed Peas and destroying one of the genre's most unique acts in the process. Ms. Fergalicious may have had a good year as a pop solo act, but it wasn't that long ago that she was pimping hip-hop with the Black Eyed Peas. It is possible that she is currently experiencing success as a pop solo performer. Before Fergie joined the group, the Black Eyed Peas were a respectable trio with snappy lyrics and hilarious skits on their albums, for example, Listen to Behind the Front and Bridging the Gap. After that, the band changed from being fairly underground to becoming extremely commercial as a result of one stupid decision, which was to hire Fergie. This change occurred as a direct result of the decision. She is extremely damaging to the Black Eyed Peas' reputation, much like Yoko Ono was to the Black Eyed Peas, despite the fact that she was responsible for their rise to prominence and the accumulation of wealth. Well, do you like what you are seeing so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep watching because you don't want to miss what we have at the number 1 spot. 5. DJ Khaled. The vast majority of people do not share this view, despite the fact that South Floridians have a significant amount of love for Khaled. The only thing that comes to mind when they think of him is that he is a self-promoting blabbermouth who is an exceptional radio DJ. Other than that, they don't give him much thought. Certain phrases attributed to Khaled that are commonly heard north of the Mason-Dixon line, such as "listen" and "we the best," can be very aggravating to anyone residing in that region. On top of that, the fact that he does not really produce any of the music on his albums, rap, or engineer any of the tracks has a lot of people confused about what the hell he does in the music industry. Even if you insist on calling it residual prejudice in the wake of 9/11, the United States is not yet ready to listen to a huge, arrogant Palestinian boasting into a microphone. This is true even if you insist on calling it lingering prejudice in the wake of 9/11. 4. 50 Cent. As a direct result of the songs Piggy Bank and How to Rob, 50 was involved in a beef with nearly every other rapper working in the business at the time. This man has become a hip-hop bully as a direct result of his habitual usage of anabolic steroids, and he is known for insulting the members of his own gang. He flat-out promised to retire, but when Kanye West sold more records than he did, 50 Cent went back on his word and did not follow through with his decision to go away from the music industry. People won't like you if they can't trust you, which is only one of the reasons why other people react so negatively to the number 50. People won't like you if they can't trust you. 3. Diddy. Imagine this as an act of hatred committed on a global scale. Puff Daddy, are you familiar with the sweatshops in Honduras and Burma that make the clotheslines that you sell under the Sean John label? These sweatshops produce the apparel lines that you sell. People who live there would be happy to make more than 25 cents per day, and they would be grateful for a restroom break once or twice a week, drinkable water, and an end to mandatory pregnancy testing. In addition, they would like to see an end to mandatory testing for sexually transmitted diseases. In addition to this, they advocate for the complete removal of mandatory testing procedures. As a business leader, you have a responsibility to put respect for human rights ahead of your profit line. You certainly know how to host a fun party, but it was really unprofessional of you to keep Shine in the dark regarding the gun charge. 2. Karrine Superhead Steffans. Then begin, your nickname is Superhead, and you take great satisfaction in the fact that you have performed superior fellatio to every other video groupie in the annals of history. You believe this to be one of your greatest accomplishments. Your daughter, who is just 9 years old, probably wishes you wouldn't brag about your work quite as often as you do, which is understandable given how proud you are of what you've accomplished. It is unavoidable that you will find yourself in therapy if you mix the facts that children are cruel with the reality that your mother actually touts herself as the best cocksucker in hip-hop. You also take delight in the fact that you were the other lady who caused the breakup of marriages between Bobby and Whitney, Usher and Chile, Shaq and his wife, and who knows how many more couples. Who knows how many more couples were broken up as a result of your actions? It shouldn't come as a surprise that hip-hop wives all over the country find you unpleasant because of the things you say and do. 1. Suge Knight. The hip-hop community is facing a persistent and potentially harmful threat. After Tupac signed with Death Row, he was clearly led down a darker path than was necessary by him. This is the reason why a lot of people feel that he was involved in Tupac's murder, which is still a mystery to this day. Tupac's murder has never been solved. Given that people frequently refer to Tupac as the Black Jesus, Suge could just as easily be compared to Pontius Pilate. This is due to the fact that Suge was involved in Tupac's drug dealing. A lot of rap fans have been yearning for his death ever since they heard the phrase "Suge shoot me" at the beginning of Tupac's Don Killuminati, 7 Day Theory album. This is due to the fact that he was responsible for fostering the useless East Coast against West Coast dispute that ruined hip-hop's golden age. So, that's it for today's video. What do you think of the number 1 spot? Hit us up in the comments and let's chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for our channel so you never miss what's coming next from us. Thanks for watching.